Hey guys, Elven Prince here, back with Outer Wilds. Today we are having a tropical vacation on Giant Steep. Uh, I I think I managed to do a pretty good layered drink with what I had around. It's grenadine, pineapple juice thing, and then some ginger orange juice mix that I made. But yeah, it gives the impression of a pretty cool layered drink. I am keeping it as still as possible so that I can edit a little PNG of a little umbrella on it, because I apparently don't have any of those around the house, which shocks me. But as you can tell, we're here in full tropical spirit. Last time we figured out that Gabro is also suffering from the time loops. I'm going to move this down very slowly so I can adjust the PNG alongside it. There we go. Through all this, we found out that someone else is going through time loops, and gonna talk with them a little bit, see if they have anything to say. We've got a few islands to check out, and then we need to find a way to get under the current of Giant Steep, which I believe is going to be done through a counterclockwise water spout, because that was mentioned once or twice in one of the other forums. And the reason why we want to do that, we went to the floaty thing around Giant Steep to check it out, and guess what? That's the launch probe. And at that, the main pod that was being used to launch the probe out was overpowered. They turned the power up way too much, and as a result, it kind of broke apart. One of the pieces managed to sink below the current that keeps things buoyant on Giant Steep, so that'll be part of our journey, trying to find that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Gonna hopefully be able to record a bit longer than last time, though I will say it was very nice to be able to just edit the full hour down in a very quick manner. I need to find a balance between the two, because I have been dealing with these multi-hour episodes, and while they're fun, they're also a bit bothersome to make. Not in a bad way, just, you know, little stuff. So I am gonna try this drink, see how it is. Editing me, you don't need to add the umbrella, but, you know, Daiboja. Bit sweet for my liking, but it's not bad. And also, yeah, it's not bad. I think this would go really well if I added, like, honestly, to keep with the tropical theme, maybe add like some rum, or since it's what I have on me, I might do make another one of those and add some vodka. But yeah, yeah, that's an issue for future me. Anyway, let's get into the episode proper. Hey guys, editing me. Just coming in to say the audio for snippets of like the first like sixth of the video is fucked up. I don't know what happened or why it decided to do that, but just letting you know that that is something I was not aware of until editing this. I'll do what I can to salvage it, but I don't think I can really do anything. Enjoy the rest of the video. The audio gets better after that, and we've got some major revelations ahead. See ya. Rise and shine. Yep, I'm ready. Okay, yep, so that's... Okay, oh boy. I have been playing Metal Gear Solid this one, and on stream I have, and I will say the controls for that involve using the X, B, Y, and A buttons to look around, because the game was designed for the, or at least the version I'm playing, was designed for the PSP, and there is no second joystick. So that is bringing issues for the controls. Ocean depths. Found a way, strong current. Obviously I need to check out the construction yard a little more. Would it be quantum signal? Yeah, that's a thing. Quantum moon, obviously the 6th location. Sun station, gonna have to find a way onto the sun station at some point. Steel Plot 3, the vessel, Thing City, Forge, Ash Twin Project. There is somewhere that mentions like the swirly bits. Not the swirly bits. I'm spacing on the word. The tornadoes. Mentions the tornadoes in a way that we can use them. But I'm spacing on it right now. I love the music in this game. I will say it's not to the same level of love that I have for like The Witcher. Particularly Fields of Arskell is one of my favorite video game tracks of all time, up there with Streets of Whiterun and Secunda. It is such a lovely soundtrack. I really like how it does the guitar. You know, maybe for the intro of this, I can see if I can find a steel drum cover of intro song. That would be a fun replacement, considering my rather loud tropical theming. Especially as I am... Okay, that's not entirely true. I do a decent amount of tropical, like Hawaiian and shirts. You know, not nearly as much as you might think. Is this the one we want? We need to fly into the storm. So it's going to be, what, forward a little bit, and then... yeah, just use that to dive. Nope. Okay. Come on. Interesting. So it's just rejecting us outright. Why is it not letting me enter this? Never mind, I don't get it. Right, let's... I do not recognize this building. Let's check it out. Alright, so far we look to be in the clear. That looks like it is one massive message wall. And what are these? No idea what the fuck that is, but interesting. Very, very interesting. I love how geometric the Now My structures are. It's a really fun bit of contrast compared to compared to the Harthian structures, which are a bit more ramshackle in the nicest way I can phrase it. Be welcome to this place. This tower shares with all who ask the knowledge needed to make the quantum journey. Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, we have found something useful. I hope it is particularly useful, as opposed to just kind of useful. Behold, the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Enter this place without friends. However, these are lessons to learn for yourself. Interesting. A lot of dead plants. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be rearranging itself. God fucking damn it. Stop moving around. Seek the Wandering Arch. Gee, I cannot imagine what it means by seek the Wandering Arch. Also, how are these gates keeping the travel working? How do you design with quantum bullshit in mind? Okay, quantum fluctuation there. So is this like a room that is just used to try and get your mind used to the concept of reality shifting about? Observing quantum object, observing an image of quantum object. These are the same. So we go here around the corner, nothing. There's the quantum arch that we're looking for. We are incapable of jetpacking. I keep forgetting this. Alright, so the answer is just spin around in a circle until we will the image to appear. Wait a minute. Scout launcher, photo mode, move the camera down. Does this work? Yeah, because we're maintaining the picture of it existing. Interesting. So the island shard is back and about. Ooh, this is fun. We're gonna stay in photo mode for a little bit. Oh. We kind of figured it out by accident. And I'm fine with that. Yeah, we'll stay in photo mode for the foreseeable future. This is the last one, but we made it harder. Get that photo, take a look around. That's where the arch is. If we, take a snapshot of that, ow. I see what we have to do here. Okay, so while I see what we need to do, I'm not doing a very good job of actually doing it. No, that's not the one I want. That's not the one I want either. Nope. See, I need to use the camera a bit more. Actually, we just use the photo of one. There we go. Nope. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I forgot to change the picture I was working with. Shit. Well, gonna finish the drink. Yeah, Civ had a hole in it. I can tell that because I got a massive chunk of ginger. And now I like ginger. You know, I might like ginger a little too much, but normally I don't try and get surprised by massive chunks of ginger. But that's just my opinion. You know, you might have a different thought. You might love getting absolutely obliterated by the massive things. Is that our quantum moon? Yeah, I think that is our quantum moon. Yep. That's the old quantum moon, and it did the usual. There's the teleport area. There's that. Gone. We're looking for the Spire Tower. Hey, Gabro. How you doing, man? Still need to check out that. If I were an island like that, where would I be? Fuck it. In the meantime, we'll... Ow. We'll go poke around the spaceport. I'm annoyed that I couldn't find it right away, but you do what you can. Okay, so that's that. I believe I've read this scroll. Yep, I have read this scroll. So back over here, I believe is where we need to go, because we got all that. That's there. Yeah, check out the far side, because I think that's where we've done less exploration. There's no secret tunnels here that go through the mountains, and our secret tunnels. Alright, brittle hollow projection stone. I think this might be the last one that we really need to take a look at. Get to the tornado pad. So, how's the weather for you guys? Anything particularly special happening as of late? No, a lot of folks over in Europe are getting absolutely obliterated by a heat wave, to which I say best of luck. I do sympathize with you. I truly do. You guys done? Conway, Daz, and I lifting OPC components. One somehow sank beneath. Yep. It's known. Try to recreate the phenomenon using other parts. Very curious. How could it pass through? Yep. I'm aware of that. Check beneath the surface to trail. Yeah, we already know this stuff, though. Yep, that's the tornado or spout and counter spout that we're aware of. Is that coming closer or further? I can't tell, and that's bothersome to me. Alright, let's see what updated in the logbook, because I can't think of anything that is particularly noteworthy that we discovered. At least that's new. But maybe the system has something. Hey, Tower of Quantum Trials. Yep, that's what I'm aware of. Yeah, ocean depths. Yeah, that is a summation of all I know. Let's find the trial marker. But I do not like the fact that our ship is rattling about like a tin can in a storm. Hey, Gabru's ship. That's that. That's that. Ow. Right, set off in a different direction. It's gotta be here somewhere. Bloody hell. Hurricane off of port and starboard bow. Bloody fucking hell. 8 water spouts dead ahead. Now off to the port side. Where is it? How can an island so artfully disappear? It's not a quantum island like that one, so it shouldn't be just getting up and leaving. Or at least it shouldn't, to my mind. Right, let's check out Statue Island. We need to find a way into the upper area. Is there a way from the underneath? Appears there is. Ow. Ow. Come on. I need to land my plowing ship somewhere. Ah. There we go. Ship has been landed. We'll... What are the repairs we're looking at? Got that. They said upper hull? No, we are not getting those in this area. A few more skulls. These are the memory pods. So we've got that transmits to that to that. Does photo mode do anything? Nope. Would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue? When pairing, the statue will choose whoever is in closest proximity. See how its eyes have opened? That tells us the statue has paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in the star system, Daz's statue will record his memory and send them to ATP. This is extraordinary sculpting work, Phlox. He has outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now that we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Naomai's memories to his or her own storage unit within Ash Twin. Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send the stored memories back to the corresponding Naomai. So, mask, Naomai. Is this the first depiction of a Naomai proper that we've seen? They look almost Caprine in their visage, particularly with how the eyes slit, or no, that's more like a sheep. Installed the mask inside ATP Phlox. They look beautiful, as though I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as safety measure. However, statues will activate in the event of equipment failure. They will. Why is that? If anything goes wrong with ATP, the statues will make us aware of that situation, enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought about that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Interesting. Where are we? 1 statue, 2 statue is active. So that's a quantum bullshitting right now. Fascinating. Very, very fascinating. We need to find a way up there. How would I get up there? Is there a quantum bridge I'm not aware of? Ah, when it gets hit with zero gravity, that must be the time in which we can use to get up there. Or. Yep. Well aware of all this damage. So if I had just waited like another 10 seconds, I would have been fine. But I didn't wait those 10 seconds. God damn it. We were almost there. Sorry, I don't normally get heated like that, but so close. And now I'm worried about it just quantum vanishing away from us. Which is apparently something the islands themselves can do with the goddamn Tower of knowledge that we ended up missing. We're getting close. We're getting very, very close. I will say the heat is also definitely not helping when it comes to my lack of irritation and mood. As of right now where I am, it is 72 and humid. There's a notable issue about that though. It is not normally humid where I am. So the humidity is really bothersome for me. Like, to the point of making things actively worse. Don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. Hey, Gabro ship. Is it gonna send us under? Nope. Oh well, was worth a shot. Bramble Island. Not what I'm looking for. Down below. Piss off current. Up and under. Shit. I forgot that I needed my spacesuit. I'm so used to operating with my spacesuit on that it slipped my mind that I didn't have it on. I am not shocked that there is damage to the aft hull, considering I am playing bumper cars with it. Okay, so we need to just go up and over to this side. Nope. Come on. Alright, rookie, what did you do this whole time loop before we died? Oh, I just tried to fly my fucking ship around in a cave. Cool, so we gotta play mechanic right now. I know that looks pretty damaged. Cockpit, repair that. Repair the hull. The aft hull. Okay, now I think it might be physically impossible for us to do that. So now in that case, let's look over stuff again. Statue Workshop. Yeah, that about sums it up. Yeah, so memory storage units. It makes sense that it's memory storage units, but... Huh. Come on, seriously, how long until we get picked up by another hurricane? Not enough thrust. Maybe I can try and use that as a jumping off point. But I feel like that's a bit too much of a long shot. If we run, jump, we, god damn it, barely even get like a quarter of the way there. Have we managed to bridge the gap? Not quite. Or, this is just like trying to get a warthog where it doesn't belong in any Halo mission. God damn it, we will get this to work. The ship just might be a lost cause at that point. Yeah, swim up to here. How the fuck did I manage that? Best option here is gonna... God damn it. Is this the one we needed? Please tell me it is. It is. Holy shit. Read what we can. Curious, is sending back memories back in time the same thing as sending the being itself back in time? As an example, if we were to send my memories back in time, is that the same as sending me back to not my physical body, but my essence? I imagine they're two different actions. Wouldn't both actions be effectively the same? Suppose that time was being rewritten. I believe that this is different than receiving memories from what is effectively the future, but isn't the end result basically the same? Given our current situation, I will say that the end result is more or less the same as sending yourself back in time. Because no, that's that. Right, let's go find the Tower of Quantum Trials. Where actually is it? let me visit the tower, god damn it. Am I gonna have to... I think I might have to go, Eye of the Storm. And there we go. That's fine. We'll deal with this bullshit later. Alright, up this tower. Now we just need to get all the way back to that room and deal with this bullshit. Hopefully, before time itself comes to an end. Because otherwise, this will be very bothersome. Interesting. So, do you guys think that counts as time travel? If you are sending the memories of yourself back to a previous point, and, you know, ergo, you're gonna change a whole bunch of stuff. Because why wouldn't you? You have memory of the future, so the logical thing to do is change it all. We're going all the way down to photo mode again. Drop. Drop. Where is it? I do wonder what the final aspect of the trial is, because we've roughly managed to figure aspects of it out. Just, you know, maybe not the whole kit and caboodle. Spin. Damn. No. Put away. Equip scout launcher. Grab that photo. Oh, gee golly. Come on. There we go. Just, try spinning. That's a good trick. How many more, trials? This is the last one. So we go here. Look around, that's great. Grab that. Grab that. Grab a photo just so we're safe up here. There we go. That, you know, once you know what you're doing, it's a really easy puzzle. Issue being you have to figure out what the fuck we're doing. Oh, we can move the camera back up, I believe. Yep, that's the island shard. That's that. So, are these, like, now my... Okay, these are the spacefarers. We offer our congratulations. You've learned the rule of quantum imaging. Take this knowledge with you on the remainder of your quantum pilgrimage. Remember, the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Our curiosity goes with you on this journey. You walk in the footsteps of those who came before. Your path will guide those who follow later. Yeah, the whole thing of we stand on the shoulders of giants. I will say that is a absolutely amazing video essay by a Bread Sword. I think the gent is. It's about the Tintin movie. So that's sorted. We're gonna have to find a way under the current. You know, however we wanna go about that. Let's check out this, see what insights it wants to offer. Now we're aware of that. Remove that from the HUD, and then there's still enough functional stuff for us to be fine. Again, we need to find a way under the current. That might That might involve us doing a series of explorations under the waves. But that was Gobro's Island that just got thrown to Kingdom Come, wasn't it? God damn it. Oh, never mind. The island is just about to be thrown to Kingdom Come. Hey, Gobro, buddy, old pal. Loops ago, a cyclone came by and tossed my little island into space. Dying like that was kind of impressive. What's up? Found out what happened for the OEC. Oh, that's a cannon breaking apart at the start of each time loop? For real? Did you figure out why? Too much power. It's kind of scary. How much that sounds like something Slate or Feldspar would do. I'm surprised Naomai built something that actually broke. Come to think of it, broke might be the wrong word, because it looks like the OPC is still fired successfully at the beginning of each loop. Hello again, found something, reached the inside of a statue. So the Naomai created those head statues to record memories, huh? Yeah, I could see the Naomai doing that. Not sure what for, but seems like their sort of thing. Do you think the statues are recording all the memories then? Because I remember that one on the beach looked at me funny. That must be my memory friend. Hello again. How do you stay so calm? Meditate, time loop, right flash, been to Statue Island, checked out statue, mostly connected, see you later. Alright, we just need... What do we need to do? In all honesty, we probably need to head back to one of the twins and see if we can What's the map look like? Where are we? Okay, interlopers there. Let's take a look at Dark Bramble. Just because we're out here. And it's, fuck you. Relatively close by. And obviously we still haven't figured out the secret to all that. Dark Bramble. Alright, if we... Nope. Yeah, sun's about to go. Can we land on one of the extremity parts? Actually, can we go through the Gordian knot? Cool, so we are currently inside of this. Came out the other side. I'm not shocked that our hull has a breach. In fact, I'd be more shocked if our hull didn't have a breach. Okay, I guess contact with that just, obliterates. I just got a message, hey, garage and mattress. Right, got a message I need to read real fast. This is the sign for editing me to cut it. Right, issue solved. We're back. So we need to find a way to... Let's put on the suit just so that we can have it on. Find a way under the current. I remember reading about it on shit, I'm spacing on the name of the planet. Was it on Google Hollow? Quantum knowledge should probably check that one out. let's take a look again on Giant's Deep, see if there's anything we can find for going underneath. I'm not sure we'll find anything, you know, nicely. So, power bombing from orbit doesn't work. So this eye there, the storm again isn't doing what we want. I'm shocked. Actually, yeah, that's gonna be Quantum Tower. Let's unbuckle, mark it on our map, see if we can dip under it. Dip under using that as our waypoint. Ladies and gentlemen, I am either a genius or a absolute fucking troglodyte. Yep, keep flying and go through. That's exactly what we want. Go down. Come on. Let me go down. Appears to spit us back to the surface. Do we have anything? At this point, we're just going to be cruising around the lock point, I guess I'll call it. Yeah, cruising around the uppermost edge of the current until we find a breach. Suction, suction. Is this... No, that's just there not being a texture there. It's a lower point. We use this as entry. Again, suction. God, I am really annoyed that my notes do not specifically mention what about that reverse hurricane sends us through the warp. Or not the warp, you know what I fucking mean. This is spinning the opposite way. Maybe this'll give us what we need. Here. Ladies and fucking gentlemen, we have done it. Ow. Cool. So we are flying blind with low power. And we need to find Gee, I wonder what happened. So what we need to do at this point... What we need to do on this point is we go up to... No, because that doesn't... We just need to explore the undercarriage of that area more. Find the reversed water spout and go from there. I think. Yep, ocean depths. What do you got for us presently? Calm, electrical field surrounding the planet's core. Tracking. If only we had a way to, deal with that in a more efficient manner, because I cannot think of one for actually getting down below. Huh. How do we want to find that hurricane regularly? Yeah, keep flying. So we know it's below the surface with a purple electricity. Wonder if Gobru would have anything to say about us breaching the undertow. Spin, spin, spin. Spin. This is the one. There we go. We've gone under. So massive coral growth. I've got a feeling we're going to be racking up a fair amount of deaths here. Just trying to work with all this. Seriously, what is going on with this? And how would I... Nope, okay. We headlight off and keep looking. So the red pulsing charge is doing something, and I'm not sure if I like it. Reactor and electrical systems are down. What is it where... Yeah, I know the reactor is damaged. You don't... So, turns out you might need to repair the, reactor. Wild fucking concept, but might need to repair the reactor. How to get into the control pod beneath Giant Steep? How the fuck to do that? Giants. Nope. Giants Deep. What are we looking at? Ocean Depths, Bramble Island. Jellyfish. Alright. This is the only planet that has any variety of fauna on it that isn't Hearthians. It's the jellyfish. How do we need to use the jellyfish to get through? It doesn't look like the ship. We need to try it with the ship, see if we can get there with the ship pieces. But if not, we might have to. There she is. We might have to try and do it naked. Where's a jellyfish? A jellyfish. Are you gonna let me? Right. Here fucking goes. Okay, so that doesn't. Is it possible to... How would I... go about this? Do I just need to, like, carefully keep floating above one? This is the most batshit idea I think I have had. But I literally see no other reason as to why we might have any variety of fauna on the island, unless it was specifically to be useful in a situation like this. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be racking up deaths here like crazy. We are firmly in the experimentation phase of things. No, that just keeps reflecting it. No. Why are there jellyfish? What purpose does a jelly serve? And wait a minute. It's an electrical cage, not a like full. We figured it out. Holy shit. That took a lot more trial and error than I was expecting. And, the abuse of a few too many jellies, but, I'm sorry, jellyfish. It's for the greater good of the universe. So that's why, what's his nuts on, Quantum Isle, he had the, jellies. Right. So that's to invert it to go up there. Let's see what you have to say over here. Alright. So that's the probe going to, who knows where. Receiving data from probe, 9,381 or 318,099. Visualizing current trajectory of the, one that we're looking at. Okay. So, these are all, holy shit. These are all the potential trajectories. There it is. There is the eye. Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched. Deep space anomaly matching all criteria for eye found by probe. Guys? Guys? I think... What do those symbols mean? I don't have a pencil on me. One moment. I haven't been writing things down as much as I had in the past. Admittedly, that is a mistake on my part, but, angle... Not sure what to call that. Save those for later. Receiving stored chords from Ash Twin. Displaying chords for the eye of the fucking universe. Holy... Did we just... Ash Twin projection stone. So these are the masks. Remove the stone, put her here. What do we got? Exciting news, Ash Twin project is prepared to receive. Finishing touches. Are you and the OPC? Well, we are. Statue is in the probe tracking module. Launch flight trajectory, automatically transmit to you all. Other appendage, I'm now worried about the cannon's structural integrity and moral integrity, yep. Now once the probe determines the launch location of the eye, send alert directly to you and Raimi. Launch module projection stone. Imagine will be the first to know the chords, first to see them off, honored, terrified, ask to use so much power it breaks. Fear not, fire the probe once, who cares? I care. Let's move this down here. There's a statue. Yep, that's that. Holy fuck, I think we've done it. This off. I think we might have... We have the chords. With this... Anything else special down here? It's a funky as shit choral structure at the bottom. I'll say that. What makes it so electrically charged is my question. Like, why is it so, spicy? Let's meditate till the next loop. Go back, get our information. Double check everything. There's some things we need to double check on a few aspects. Talking... Yeah. You're fucking useless. That's a massive discovery we made. I know I am rather quiet about it, but we kind of figured out a fairly massive part of it. Obviously, we still need to figure out what's going on with the whatchamacallit, Feldspar, to which I'm gonna go check him out again. It's been a while since we said hello. I don't remember the voice I gave you. Hatchling, that tin can, what are you doing? Saw a crash. Dark bramble seed, probably onto something. Put down roots in a hurry. Or I'm how loose on it. Scout launcher and duplicate signal. Interesting. So it's being picked up by that there. Let's use this as an opportunity and see if we can check out that duplicate signal. Yep. There it is, the duplicate signal, because obviously this is dealing with, like, space-time bullshit. But, what's the deal with the, whatchamacallit? Other aspects of it. the bramble, why is it shooting aspects of itself out? Obviously, we'll probably figure that out. But what about it is so... Cool. Use this as our waypoint. Holy fucking shit. So yeah, there's those things in the Dark Bramble. I mean, we expected as much, but fucking hell. Turns out we do in fact have a secondary source of fauna in this world. And it's that. So gonna need to find a way to deftly avoid that. Come on. Yep, up. And down. So how did the anglerfish get to the twins then? That's my question. 'Cause there's, as far as I'm aware, there's no bramble seed. There might be something to do with the why am I spacing on the word? Might be something to do with the quantum rock that's floating about, but I don't know. That's a separate kettle of fish that's being touched upon right now. Huh. Seriously, what is the deal with all of this? Yeah, come on, fly down. And through the sphincter. Away from those, because I don't want to get caught by one. So the nodule... Okay, nodule is inside. Oh god, we're... What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? So that's one of the nodules. So it's in here. Holy shit. So we just have to keep going. in there? So it struck that. My friends? Friends? Hearthians, countrymen? Lend me your fucking ears. I'm trying not to swear as much right now. Ladies and gentlemen, guess who we just found? Yep. Hello, Feldspar. Holy shit. This is massive discovery. What voice did I give? Feldspar? Ah, right. I believe I went with this voice for Feldspar. Whoa. Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, actually, that makes you the second Hearthian to ever reach Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say, it's you. They made you an astronaut, and you haven't blown yourself up yet. Good for you. You're alive. Feldspar, you're alive. What the fuck, man? Sorry for swearing, but, yeah. You never were the brightest hatchling, were you? Ah, that's right. I'm alive. Been camping out here since my ship, you know, crashed violently. Wait, what? What happened, Feldspar? Oh, this is a good story. I just finished exploring the core of Giant's Deep and needed a new challenge. None of us had ever been inside Dark Bramble, so I think, hey, let's give that a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the odd, massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns when I run into this huge anglerfish. The biggest I've ever seen. I pulled a few stunts trying to shake the thing off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed when the fish clips me, knocking me into a vine, and, well, like I said, I crash. Blammo! On impact, my ship starts making noises like it's coming apart from the inside, and I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before the electrical system starts sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I put a little distance between me and my poor, fried ship. Camped out here when I crashed at first, found this skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use. So I moved my setup over here and planted my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. I can't believe you didn't die. You know, in the old days, I used to think the same thing every time I came back from a flight in one piece. These days, I'm used to it. Anyway, that's how it all went down, hatchling. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere is good. But you should know the space here is weird. Here. Intensely. Ever try throwing your scout into one of those weird seeds? See there with the little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you the scout is in 2 places at once, but I don't think that's wrong, exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, but inside? Inside it's bigger. Much bigger. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and my theory is the space in Dark Bramble kinda expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside those seeds. Well, that's my theory. Keep that in mind when you're exploring Dark Bramble, and maybe you won't get lost inside forever. Good luck. What skeleton did you find? Seriously, what skeleton did you find? We're gonna have to tell Gabro about this. Hey, hatchling, pull up a marshmallow stick. Come to hear my tales of heroic exploits, have you? Shouldn't I tell ground control to come get you? Well, yeah, sure. Whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kind of like it here. Quite peaceful-ish. We're a little young to understand, but it's a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. But nice to have a break. Pull up marshmallow stick. Where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of this anglerfish skeleton, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that, you'll find my old ship. What's left of it, anyway. Yeah. What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, the skeleton? It was like this when I got here. As far as I can tell, this anglerfish must have been chewing on the vine and eaten a seed. Then the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? This skeleton was a good find. Keeps the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Reach the core of Giant Steep. Giant Steep. That was a wild one. But since you're asking, I assume you haven't made it down there yourself. Right. If I tell you how, that's kind of cheating. On a completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You'll want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here. Look for a flickering light in the fog. So, I already know how to do that. Found something. Lay it on me, hatchling. Well, I went to the core of Giant Steep. So you figured out the old tornado trick, did you? Good work. Found that bit out by accident, but let's keep that between you and me, huh? Hornfells would have my very handsome head if they knew I'd been riding the cyclones again. The ship is fragile. It can break. You can't subject it to extreme conditions. Not like I was flying the thing into the sun now, was I? And the jellyfish, you figured that out too, hatchling? Hatchling, I tell you what, you've done real well for yourself. You're a fine astronaut, sure. But you might just become a pilot yet. Found something, Found a dark bramble seed on Timber's hearth. That's bad business, hatchling. As Shirt will tell you, if you so much as glance in Dark Bramble's direction, there used to be a 5th planet where the bramble is now. This infernal plant appeared in the center and kept growing and growing and growing until it shattered the planet and scattered its pieces across space. If we don't get that seed you found sorted out quick-like, I suspect Timber's hearth will be heading towards the same fate. And tell you what, we Hearthians have overcome far too much to be done in by some worthless seed. Let's, now my writing saying anglerfish are blind. Aha! So the blasted things do have a weakness. Meaning my flying as fast as I can approach to dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Ah well, at least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, hatchling? Towards, he said what, the tail of the anglerfish? God, this is such a fascinating place to explore. Come on. So we keep going. Along the spines. That's the flickering light he mentioned. I know that that looks like your ship had a number done to it. Is there a way to get inside of the ship? Doesn't appear to be the case. Oh well. So there's a sphincter. Running a bit low on fuel. Or we're about half on fuel, which, well, we can swing back around, well enough, but I'm mostly in this to just keep exploring. Interesting. So we're now in a spot that's got enough gravity to walk and not be floating. Where exactly are we, though? Fucking sure. Yeah, fucking sure, I guess. You're recording. Trip 4, question mark. I'm not gonna say I. Crashes 3, boring crashes 0. Oh, I never thought I'd see one of those beasties outside of Giant's Deep. They were awfully useful back there. Maybe a jellyfish could be useful out here too. Ugh, this thing tastes terrible. The outside is all rubbery and tough. Maybe that's because it insulates the jellyfish insides from getting zapped by electricity. Alright, I'm going inside this jellyfish interior cavity to see if what's in there tastes any better. So that's what's supposed to tell us about the insulatory aspects. Read. Note to Feldspar. Do not eat this even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. Guess these jellyfish are only useful for their insulation against electricity. Do not eat, love, Feldspar. Cool, so that's information we figured out. But it's useful to have. Is there anything else around here for us to take a look at before we need to start looking at dealing with the other wormholes? That 3 minutes 02, that's fine. We'll make it out in time. I think this has been the most fruitful expedition ever since the first one. Like, we have checked off so much stuff here. That it is a little bit bonkers. Yeah, just keep puttering myself forward. Cool. Ship's that direction. So again, main thing is just make sure we run into the area and grab the excess O2 and fuel canister. Anything? I pull up a marshmallow stick. Found something. Found the frozen jellyfish near your ship, good sir. Ha! So the old thing's still there, is it? That's where I first camped out after the crash, you know. It was pretty cozy inside. It does like the structural integrity and indomitable spirit of a camp made in the shelter of these old bones of the species that tried to eat you, I suppose. Still, very cozy. Anything? Yep. Change your mind, you know where to find me. very, very fruitful adventure. No, I said that before, but didn't think we could get much more fruitful than that. Okay. Right. Suppose... God damn it. Yeah, let's head back to the ship. And... Yep, Feldspar Camp, frozen jellyfish. I wonder if we can find the third pod. Because it crashed here. Because if done right, we might be able to figure out quantum fluctuations, distress beacon. No, okay, nothing. Follow the routes, I suppose. Follow the routes, and one of them will lead to something good. No, world's dying, is it? Well, if nothing else, I'll let ground control know that you are still kicking, Feldspar. Mainly Gabro, because I've got a feeling he'll be the one to believe me. God, this is fascinating, man. Let's fly over here and toss our scout launcher. Okay, spamming photos, but I don't see anything particularly interesting. So it just loops. Just loops. Really, really interesting. I keep saying it, but I definitely think this is the most successful things we've done. Probably worth talking to folks about this. Huh. Interesting. Let's equip the suit, and I'll take a look at here. Anything else? Ocean depths, pass through the barrier. Escape pod 3. We need to figure out the escape pod stuff. So it appears the Bramble will be our port of call going forward. Yep, Nomi's stout. Eye open. Now. Found Feldspar. I have found him. You found Feldspar? And they're in Dark Bramble. Stars above. This is wonderful. Thank you for finding him. That he didn't immediately join you and return is incredibly Feldspar. Never entirely sure what he was thinking back then. Still ought to fish him out. Radio Gossin, have them prepare a ship. It really should be Gossin who brings him home. Thank you. Something else. Take care. Which one is Gossin? He's a flight coach. Hey kids. The world's about to die. The guitar, I fucking love it. Micah, seriously, who the blazes is Gossin? You're lumberjack, man. That current launch pad is fine. I've said hi to Esker multiple times. This. Hey Tefra and Galen. Have fun, you crazy kids. Spinel. No. Are you Gossin? Yes. Might see you, little nervous. Gotten better. So, I can't tell you that we found your friend, huh? To quote myself, as I say a few too many times, bothersome. Yep, any sounds from space. Signal scopes are cool and all that. Right. Right, we're gonna go back to, Dark Bramble and see if we can find the, missing pod. So that'll require us cool, so the distress beacon is still coming from Dark Bramble. We'll follow that in as much as we can, hopefully find that, figure out what's going on, and go from there. Because learning more about the Naumai is a, thing that I do want to do. I hope that you guys are okay with the whining sound of the distress beacon, because that's going to be listened to a fair bit, if I'm being frank with you all. In fact, you guys can be frank with me. We'll be frank together. Just like Spoonie's boss. We all are frank. Does it matter which hole we go for? That's a hell of a question to have, but does it matter which hole we go for? So keep it off until we make contact in, and then we use it as our navigational aid. Oh. You know, when you said a ship hull breach, I didn't realize that it severed the entire fucking top of the ship. Right, I suppose since we have the possibility, we'll manually be exploring. Okay, so just flat out contact with the planet will get you. Makes sense, but interesting. Interesting. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Because we can, let's go talk to Gobro. We need someone else who is, experiencing this temporal bullshit to discuss some aspects over. Because otherwise we are gonna go absolutely batshit insane. Huh. So we know the code for the launch trajectory. It's just gonna be a matter of searching for it again. Or finding the place where we enter the code, not searching for the code. Because the code better not fucking switch up every single time. If it does, I will be, well, I've been doing a fairly decent job of minimal swearing, but I do not think I could keep swearing to a minimum if I find out that the code is changing every single time. You will learn new vocabulary that you have only heard of in the most severe of foul mouth. If it isn't my time, buddy, how's it treating you? Found something. Never mind. Hello again. So calm. Do I have anything about the core of... Weird. I would really think that we would have at least some way of letting people know that we have found Feldspar beyond, like, the odd elder. Go here, rumor mode, uncheck the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. We'll have to check that out. The quantum locator. Right, up and out of atmosphere we go. There's Bramble. God damn it, it is literally across the entire universe. Yeah. Wonder how long I've been going for, because this could be a decent point to call it. Just because of everything. Everything we discovered. I checked my phone for a message and we fly straight into the sun. Don't do distracted driving, kids. Right, with this information, let's go check on the quantum locator. Wait. The quantum moon, in theory, is gonna work by the same rules of logic as everything else, right? Therefore, not gonna hit anyone. In theory, if we take a picture of it and keep that picture going, we might be able to use that to our advantage. Right, here's the quantum locator. And land. There we go. Down. Fly here. So again, we've got so this trying to figure out how all of this works. Oh, that's going for the eye of the universe with whatever that is. All perfectly lines up with the sun. If we swatch it to Giant's Deep, yeah. No. Brittle Hollow. Looks like... damn. All of the shards didn't line up. Was hoping we might be able to see if that would happen. Where does it want us to go? Let's try to fly into the old man. See if he's got anything particular for us. Because, like, obviously, you know, we are aware that Feldspar is alive. That's a bit of a revelation for some folk, apparently. Don't see how it could be, but apparently it is. Hey, Esker. Yep. Long time, traveler. Marl says hi. Yeah, well... God damn it. Sorry for almost running over your house. Let's... that hasn't done enough of that. Yep, Dark Bramble just... there's also got to be something weird going on with Hollow's Lantern. Like, there's no way there isn't... It's the one thing that isn't fully highlighted on the map now that I've done everything else. We are swiftly approaching... I am checking off whatever boxes are left purely because the boxes are existing. What would I find on Hollow's Lantern? Wonder if I can stand on any of the volcanoes. Anything noteworthy about this? I mean, they're volcanic. Cool, well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made contact with Hollow's Lantern. Please wait for the seatbelt sign to go off. We are doing a final post-flight check. I hope you enjoyed your connecting flight from Timber's Hearth to the Timber's Hearth to the Hollow's Lantern. We hope that you join us again on Outer Wilds Venture Airlines. All connecting flights to Brittle Hollow have been canceled due to inclement weather. Please talk to the service desk for issuing a refund. Yeah. Have a safe rest of your journey. Yeah, we'll finish with one more expedition into Brittle Hollow, see if we can track down the track down the flight that crashed there. Now we'll autopilot in and then go from there. Just because it is causing a few issues when I try to not do that, as you saw by me crashing into the sun, getting the spaceship bisected, and other such catastrophes. Nope. Hello, interloper, you nightmare of a celestial body. Come on. Yep. We're in. Fuel tank and upper hull damaged. It's fine. Towards this line. Fuel tank and upper hull. We can work with that. It's about 500 meters. Okay, through there. Keep going. Where are we looking? If we change the frequency, it's a massive quantum stone. Where are we looking? Oh, okay. It's right there. Cool. Now we just need to keep going. There she is. Cool, we're all spaced up. Yep. Escape pod 3. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication abilities in the process. We've held out for as long as we could. Our supply of breathable air is nearly depleted. Anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Best chances to return to the vessel or await. The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. Alright. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching pod 3. Multiple collisions. Altered trajectories. Insufficient damage. Navigational error. Life support. New problem. Equipment is detecting two distinct beacons from the vessel. Isn't possible for the vessel to be in two different locations. I agree, but beacons are exactly identical. Perhaps if I had more time. We're nearly out of time already. Din, vessel's beacon is evading quickly. We'll be gone, we will be lost. Follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. Suppose that could be false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther one. Decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. Wonderful. Okay, so that's that. Yep, as we go out around... Oh, I missed the final line here. External environment scan. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Do not exit the pod. Alright, take our ship and follow the lights. Come on, ship. Let me get back inside. There we go. Fuel tank, upper hull. Damn it. So we do need to go fix things. Yep, up. What type of fuel do they suppose we use? Is it just like a, similar to the creosote? Or whatever you would use for a camp stove? Nope. I know I've got 50% fuel remaining. There we go. Now, as we float around, fuel is getting too low for my liking. We're out of ship fuel. I mean, that makes sense that we'd be out of ship fuel. Let's read here. Escape pod 3. Yep. Survivors. We are on our own. Follow the light. Yep, just set ourselves adrift. I will be so interested to watch other people do a playthrough of this game once I'm finished. Because this has truly been a journey to wander through and see all that the game has to offer. Holy shit. This is properly sobering. To anyone who come here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place, but now can go no further. Some was too faint to hear, but the vessel's beacon is faintly emitting from within the thorny seed, yet the opening is too small for even a single now might have fit through, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. Don't understand how this is possible, but this gruesome place seems to be manipulating space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel, but so far, is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon, we'll be unable to hear it. There is nothing we can do for now, but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that our other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. God, fucking hell. People embracing. Got someone musing on the pod itself. Someone just floating despondently. Another group of friends having one final embrace. And some people just attempting to understand. Shit, this is... as I said before, it's fucking bleak. Well, Sekka, I hope your last moments weren't horrible. Well, now, if nothing else, as I keep dodging away from my mic, we know where we need to go first. Follow the pod in over to here. Go from there. I'll try and make as much of the distance as I can without using fuel, just because we have the ability to, and our ship is out of fuel. But fucking hell, man, that is so incredibly bleak. To see all that and basically stumble upon a mass grave. That is... like I said, it's fucking bleak. Gonna check real quick how long I've been recording. 2.5 hours. We'll check our notebook and see what all there is to say. Yep. Escape pod 3. Yep. Survivors followed the pod, could faintly hear. Mark that on the HUD. And yeah, Memento Mori and all that. Memento Mori. I finished my drink back in the interim, so I can't give a toast or anything, but let's head back down to the fire and get one final marshmallow for the road. I hope that you guys have been enjoying the playthrough. I know I have. We learned a whole lot today. Even if we did have that put alongside the I keep saying the rather bleak ending of finding that mass grave. We'll have to explore that next episode. We'll be delving deeper into Brittle Hollow and everything related to that. Gonna need to take a look at the Ember Twins again, because if done right, we'll be able to theoretically teleport to the memory room, which could be worthwhile. See if we can access anyone else's memories and go from there. See you around, folks. Yeah, you know why I'm like this. See you in the next one.